Welcome back, everyone, to the Sports Minorities Podcast, your home for not-so-expert analysis, shit-talking, and, just a whole bunch of NFL picks. I'm your host, JC, your resident Titans fan. Joining me this week are...
Chickenwing, I was in the middle of a drink, I had to run back, but resident Niners fan, best ever, top picks, because I do. Alright, drink, alcohol.
This is Nori, a very happy and longtime Bills fan. Very happy to be here.
You fucking liar.
Bills Mafia all the way. I will not be questioned on this.
Oh, shit.
Hey, what's up? This is S.A. Rob, a.k.a. the Trinity Tampa Bay fan for life. And, God, Nori, stop lying, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Go ahead.
I'm DJ, resident Cowboys fan, truly Cowboys fan. I definitely don't make things up before the podcast starts.
Yeah.
Happy to be here, and we'll keep it moving.
All right. That's the crew. If you've been following us along and downloading us, we do appreciate it. If you're new to the show, thanks for joining us. What we kind of do all season long is we make our NFL picks. We got like each $20 on the line. Whoever makes the most correct picks at the end of the regular season gets some cash, you know? It's just a little bit of skill, so it's not fully gambling. But guys, well, at least for four of us here, I know, DJ, you're new this season to the podcast, but to Rob, Chickenwing, Nori, happy 1-year anniversary of the Sports Minorities Podcast.
Nice.
Is it really 1 year?
It's been a year since we got bored that we couldn't get together and talk about NFL picks and talk shit to each other's faces. So we decided to record ourselves on video, do an episode, and publish the first one. And we did like video live streaming last season. We switched it to audio this season, but it was week 7 last season where we started that. So happy 1-year anniversary, guys. Hey,
I expect gifts.
Yeah.
Well,
I expect gifts.
now since I didn't realize it, I think what we should do next week is, as we're recording, I will host on my side the live stream, so everybody can see our beautiful faces. Or
Next segment.
1-year gift.
No.
Next segment.
No, because then we got to get all done up and shit. And I think Nori's pretty depressed right now. He doesn't want anyone to see his pain. So
Hey,
Yeah,
he
I'm
is
happy.
a
I'm talking about.
Bills fan.
Yeah.
This guy's a happy
Bills fan.
Bills fan.
Thank you.
Yeah, my Bills are doing great.
For one day.
That's what I'm saying. He's a Bills
Yeah.
fan. He should be happy. So let him dress up in his Bills
Exactly.
Mafia.
Bills Mafia.
right.
Yeah, exactly.
life.
So
He's
My
going
whole
to put
life,
one of
yeah.
his kids through a table live on TV.
yeah.
All right.
Next week you see my beautiful face.
Yeah,
That's
he
what it is right
definitely
there.
bought him the wrong hat. Cause,
Let's talk about how we did for week 6. We all did pretty good, except for Rob. Chickenwing and I went 12-2. DJ and Nori went 11-3, and Rob went 8-6.
Woo.
Yeah. So that puts the standings with Chickenwing and DJ tied for first at 60-34 on the season. I'm standing in third at 58-36. Nori's in fourth, 57-37, and Rob at 53-41 is in fifth place. So,
Trash.
all right.
All of you are trash, but no, beneath both me and DJ. That's all I'm saying to that.
This is the part of the show where we're going to talk about last week, talk about the pick we regret the most, if there is one, and the team that surprised us the most. And looked it up by tiebreakers. That was me again this week. So I'm going to go first here. I don't know if there's a pick I regret. Maybe Chicago, because, as Aaron Rodgers said, he owns them. Just flat out just fucking owns the Bears.
I'm right.
You know, maybe I thought it might be a little bit different in Soldier Field, but no. Sorry, Chicago, Aaron Rodgers is your daddy. Just plain and fucking simple. The team that surprised me the most was the Chargers. Not so much that they lost, but how they lost. They just got blown out by Baltimore, and I didn't expect that. I really thought that if they were going to lose, it would have been a closer game, and that's why I expected the game to be close and the Chargers to make a play at the end. But Baltimore just controlled it. So, and they're arguably at this point the best team in the AFC right now. So, Chickenwing, what about you? Pick you regret, and what team surprised you the most?
The pick I regret and the team that surprised me the most was the Chargers for that copy pasta same reason. I was blowing them up last week. I was like, Chargers are going to come in. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be bang, bang, Jackson, Herbert. And then Jackson's like bang, bang, and then Herbert died. So that surprised the shit out of me, that whole game. But I don't regret the Tennessee-Buffalo game. That was just a coaching problem why Buffalo lost. I don't care what you say, JC. They should have kicked that field goal.
I'm not going to lie. If Vrabel was in that situation, he would have gone for it too, and I would have been okay with it.
Nah, fuck it.
Going for the win, Nori, what about you?
Now we're talking about my Bills.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I kind of feel like that definitely was a coaching issue where I don't regret the pick because knowing what we know and how the Titans have absolutely, it's not a talent issue, it's a consistency issue. They haven't been consistent, the Bills have. I don't regret the pick at all. I think what was really kind of troubling is in that situation, why not trust your near MVP Josh Allen? Like I don't understand. Like either kick it or trust Josh Allen. I don't, that was bad coaching. But hey, that's what makes Super Bowl teams is you gotta adapt.
When you say trust him, you mean like calling a different play that put the ball in his hands, kind of thing, or?
I mean, if I recall, they ran the ball, right?
They tried to run a QB sneak, and Jeffrey Simmons just blew up his offensive lineman in front of him and just made him slip. So
yeah,
they tried to sneak it.
Definitely think that was a bad call. I don't like a regret pick. Obviously, like I actually regret the Jaguars and Dolphins because Miami was just due to fuck up. The Jaguars have been inching closer and closer to win, and I really should have got a little bit more on the Jacksonville. So I kind of regret that.
Yeah, honestly, I was surprised you didn't pick Jacksonville the way you've been talking them up all season. So
yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm a cuck.
DJ, what about you?
I regret nothing.
Okay.
None of my picks I regret.
I like it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not one. Not even the Jacksonville Miami pick because I will not pick a team coached by Urban Meyer. So
Not
I
even
picked Miami.
Denver over Vegas?
No.
Okay.
I will not pick a team coached by Urban Meyer. So I don't regret that. I don't regret any of them. But I'm with you, and Mike. Picked Baltimore to win the game, so I'm not surprised that they won. But how they did it, I mean, it's a blowout.
That was surprising. That was surprising. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's an absolute blowout. I mean, I'm looking at other games and I'm flipping over there and watching that. I'm like, man, the Chargers are due for a touchdown or something at some point. Oh yeah, they got one, and that's it. I mean, seriously. So that would be the surprise.
You're telling me I got Mike Williams in one of my fantasy leagues. I'm like, seriously? Can you get this guy the ball?
Shit.
Jesus Christ. Rob, finally you. Pick your regret. And what team surprised you the most?
Pick our regret.
Or picks, in your case, but whatever.
All of them. No.
Everyone.
One, picking Denver after I said I wouldn't pick them. Not fixing my Jacksonville pick because I said I'd pick them.
Yeah.
And then, like, the team that actually surprised me, I'm gonna go with. Actually, the team that surprised me was Baltimore. I didn't think they would beat that ass. Like, man, I thought it'd be close. But nah,
Animus, bro.
Yeah.
That ass got spanked.
That
Seriously.
Also,
Props
looking
to the
forward to that game
Patriots.
too. That was
Same here. Yeah.
Props to the Patriots. They put up a fight, considering they were going against
Hell of a
Dallas.
game. Yeah.
The Patriots'
Really?
defense isn't the issue; it's their offense.
Exactly.
Or lack thereof. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have
Offense didn't look too bad a couple weeks ago against the Bucks. So I guess it just wasn't there against Dallas, and I mean, Dallas is a strong defense, right? But another game that
Stronger than last year.
I think they have a strong Diggs. I don't think they have a strong defense.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll agree with that. They've got a strong few players on defense,
Yeah,
but if
but-
you throw the ball, then you're gonna get completions and pick up a lot of yards. It's just
Yeah.
Look at Dallas' defense; it's not good still, but Micah Parsons was a fantastic pick, and Diggs is playing out of his mind. So that's what's helping Dallas keep getting the ball because you can't beat Dallas if you keep letting Dak get on the field.
exactly.
Facts.
Was anybody surprised by the Steelers? How they've suddenly seemed to have turned things around?
No.
No.
Because
I
they still
think
suck.
more losing, Russell than
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they still struggled against a weak defense. So no,
How'd you struggle against Geno Smith in a weak defense? Exactly. Like, you suck,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I said it, Steelers. You suck too. Wish you're as good as my Bills.
Man.
Yeah, you wish you're as good as my Bills.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. I was waiting. I was waiting for it.
I was waiting for the Bills.
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
Lucky you beat us in week 1, clowns.
Before we move on, one of the big trade rumors that's popped up is that Miami is inching closer and closer to trying to make a deal with Houston for Deshaun Watson.
Yep.
The trade deadline is a few weeks away. It is November 2nd. Does anyone here think a deal gets done, and does Houston get what they want for Watson? They're still holding on to 3 first-round picks.
No, there's no way they get 3 first rounds.
Is there less consent in Florida, or?
Oh my
Oh my god!
Oh,
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Damn.
As far as I
Lord
know,
have
they're a
mercy.
very conservative state, so probably not.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, what the hell is Miami giving up? They gave up a lot to get Tua. What are
Exactly.
they giving up? Like,
It's not
their
worth it.
organization.
It's not worth it.
It's sad because, like, you see Miami ran to shit for years. They're doing good. Don't go backwards for a guy who might not even play. That's dumb.
They'd probably have to give up at least Tua as part of that deal, because there's no way they're going to be able to afford Deshaun Watson's contract after this year, because that salary jumps $30-something million after this season. So it's not even worth it. Good luck, right? So
Go kick the tires with the 49ers. Go get Garoppolo. See what that will cost. Don't go somebody who actually will play. There's a higher chance of Garoppolo with no legs playing than there is with Watson.
shit,
So
sign Cam Newton. He's still out there, you know?
exactly.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Cam Newton's still sitting out there like, man, I'm waiting for the phone call. Anybody?
He's like, I'm
But that's
vaccinated,
remember-
people. Come on over here, you know? So,
Guys, remember they invested a lot to get Tua. You know what I mean? So, like, I'm not saying give up on him, and I get you want to maybe try something else, but don't give it all up for Watson, who may not even play. Like, come on, dude, that's dumb.
yeah.
I mean, you're right. They did give up a lot, but Tua was a liability.
Well, I'm sure Tua feels great right now, knowing that they're potentially trying to trade for Deshaun Watson, because if Deshaun Watson comes to the team, Tua is either gone or he's not starting. So,
In the case of Miami, is it worth them for them to even try? Because they're sitting at what,
No.
1-5 right now?
They did a low risk option, not a high risk option. They already gambled, and the gamble may not be paying off. And we don't. The problem is we don't know what we have with Tua. We're not getting shitty results. We're not getting consistent results because there's some times where he's like, he actually didn't play a bad game when they lost against Jacksonville. He's actually not the reason they lost.
Yeah.
You're
That's
right.
defense.
So look at the
team's not-
stats.
But the team's not Super Bowl ready, so why throw all your eggs in the basket?
Because last year they had a good defense. This year, like those
Well-
sucky ass New York Giants, their defense is fucking trash. And
That's
like the
what I'm
Washington
saying.
Redskins, they're trash. What happened to it?
Agreed.
It just disappeared.
That's
not
why
Tua.
Cam makes the most sense. You can sign him to the veteran minimum.
Yeah.
He
Go low-
Tua can
Exactly.
learn behind him how to run that. Cam can help him. So in that respect, like maybe with the.
But what about the
momentum of it.
Steelers? Look at the Steelers with Dwayne Haskins. He did pretty good in the preseason. Kick the tires and see what's there. What it's going to cost? A 6th rounder, 5th rounder?
It's just not worth it, because I mean, we don't know how these sexual assault allegations are going to go with Watson. If some of them escalate and he gets put on the exempt list, well, you're screwed.
Exactly.
You're stuck with them.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Because there's no refunds on those draft picks, buddy. So
nope. All right, we'll move into week 7 now. Last week I meant to do this as part of the bye week segment, but there was a storm floating around here, and we were just trying to make sure I got through the show before any potential power outages. But last week, Chickenwing, your 49ers were on a bye, and what I was wanting to do this season was whenever one of our teams is on a bye, we can take the time to talk about how you feel they've done to this point in the season, what you hope for, what you think needs to improve, any potential personnel moves you can make, etc. Whatever you feel like talking about, and then ideally give them a letter grade and where you think they'll finish up in the season, like in the playoffs, out of the playoffs, record if you want, what your
damn.
expectations are. So,
I didn't know that last part.
okay,
Okay.
well, hey, think about it on the fly, right? So
Yeah.
Chickenwing, let's talk about your Niners. Go ahead and give us your bye week report card for the San Francisco 49ers.
So, those of you that are new to the show, again, welcome. Of course, follow us on Discord, all that beautiful jazz. JC will have all the links available. But in the Discord, I made a joke that they deserve an F minus. And that's just me being the hardcore fan. Objectively speaking, This is tough. I can't give him anything higher than a C minus. There are a lot of things, a lot of gaping holes that are wrong. First off, you're putting all your eggs in the basket for the draft for Trey Lance. Now, there was a point at the beginning of the season I was talking a bunch of trash about Mac Jones, and I said the wrong thing. I don't think Mac Jones is trash. I just don't think he'll fit in Shanahan's offense. So I'm glad we passed up on that, in a way. Part of the problem that I'm looking at is, this is Shanahan's 5th year. We've only made, one playoff run that took us to the Super Bowl. Every other year, you got a guy like Jimmy G who's hurt consistently. And yet again, he's hurt again, and it's just putting us in the bind. We got our defensive starters. Some of them are hurt. You're missing Raheem Mostert, who was literally the reason why our offense was dynamic the way it was outside of Emmanuel Sanders. Don't know why you let him go there. There's just a lot of questionable moves that they've made. The one trade to the Colts, I understood for a cap perspective, but you're going all in with no money to spend. That makes zero sense. So between all of that, the offensive schemes for Lance, just because you can't coach to your quarterback, that kind of bothers me a bit. So going forward, I'm going to have every eyebrow raised every time I watch a game because, yeah, we're 2-3, but the 2 wins that we won, they weren't as dominating or as oppressive as I wanted them to be. Like, for example, sorry, Nori, the Rams versus the Giants. That was a
you knew they were on me.
I know. And then you got another one. Yeah. Oh, you're right. My bad. KC and Washington. That's a beatdown. Our games were like nail biters. I'm just like, why? So looking at the rest of the season, I don't believe we'll make playoffs, and that's the first time I'm actually saying it. Yeah.
How about that?
I think we'll finish right outside the realm. And then another NFC team will sneak past us, given the rest of our schedule.
So Rams, Cardinals, who else?
That's it. From the West, Rams, Cardinals. The rest of the NFC, I can't pick right now. Probably Minnesota has the best chance of taking a wild card. In the North, in the East.
According to Rob, the Vikings will win the division.
Oh, all right. In the East,
we'll never let it go.
I see Dallas for sure taking that division easily, and then in the South, I see the Bucks. So by some miracle we get in, we'll probably come in at 7th, and that's if we're lucky, because we have games the rest of the season that we have no business winning.
All right. Now, getting into the bye weeks for Week 7 here, the bye weeks are Buffalo, Dallas, Minnesota, Pittsburgh, the Chargers, and Jacksonville. So DJ, your Cowboys are on a bye. This is time for you to give your Dallas Cowboys a bye week report card. So have at it, man.
Some gasoline.
Get it ready. Get it ready. Well, I'm gonna start off with the letter grade, and then I'll just explain why I feel that way. Okay. So, give them a B. What they've done so far. So I'll start with positives and why I'm going that route. So. Offensively, total yards, we've got 470 per game. That's first. Passing yards, 296 a game. That's fifth. Rushing yards, we're second in the league. We get 164 yards per game. And points, the Bills were first last week. We have overtaken them now. We've got 34.2 points a game. It's first. And then just to dig a little deeper, a stat that, a lot of people don't talk about necessarily. Third down percentage, we complete or get a first down 46.7% of the time. That's fourth in the entire NFL. So even if you get us to third down, you've got a good chance of actually picking that up and keeping the drive going. Defensively, and part of this is going to be a negative, but I'll get there in a second. So defensively, we only allow 86 rushing yards a game. That's fifth in the NFL. And as far as takeaways are concerned, I really don't need to jump too far into that. We've got 14 on the season. So in 6 games, we've taken the ball away from teams 14 times total. Second, only to the Bills, who have 16. And Trevon Diggs, of course, has half of our takeaways. I don't need to explain much about that. We know what he's doing. Defensive Player of the Year if he keeps this up. Easy. Possibly in the MVP race. We'll see how that goes. So that's what we've got going for us there. I mean, we're in a tie. I want to say it's a 4-way tie. I think I'm not mistaken. Best record in the NFL, 5-1.
No, Arizona 6-0.
Oh, so I'm sorry. Second best record in the NFL. Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah. First, Arizona 6-0.
Yeah.
And then we're crushing our division. We're 5-1. The next closest is Philly, who's 2-4, and we blew them out of the water last time we played them. So no concerns there. Those are the positives. Negatives, and I can't give them an A. So I mentioned it before. I personally don't care about how many yards we give up if we keep consistently taking the ball away from teams like we have been. But if we weren't, then our record may not be where it is. Because teams can go up and down the field on us if they're throwing the ball. We're ranked 30th against the pass. That's awful. And then a bigger reason and a major reason why I can't give them an A, we make way too many mental mistakes, and we shoot ourselves in the foot way too many times. 12 penalties against the Patriots for over 100 yards. That's absolutely ridiculous. You get up against a better team than the Patriots are, you're not winning that game. And we're second in the league right now as far as penalties go, 47. And that's only the penalties that are accepted. If we had all the penalties accepted that were against us, we'd have over 50. And that's ridiculous. So overall, definitely a B. If we can clean those two things up, I would give them an A later this season. Right now, I'm going B, though, and I'm happy with where we are, and I know we'll get better. So,
your expectations for the end of the season? Where do you see them at?
We're making the playoffs for sure because we're gonna win the least. I mean, you see other teams there. I mean, the Giants are decimated. Washington's defense are a bunch of frauds. I said that already. And Philly, they'll win a game that you're not expecting to win, and then they go and get blown out the next week. So there's no consistency there. We'll take the East, and we'll be in the playoffs. I think if we keep playing where we are, we're going to have a first-round bye. But even if we should happen to lose out on that, we'll be in the playoffs as a wild card, and got to go through Dallas to get further.
That first-round bye can very much come down to Week 17 against Arizona.
Agreed.
Second to last week of the season. But then again, that also depends on how Tampa fits into the mix because they're right there, and they already got the tiebreaker over Dallas, too. So it'll be interesting to see how that all works out. Remember, there's only one first-round bye, top seed or bust, basically, when it comes to getting a break. Yeah. So.
And then you got Green Bay also sitting at 5-1. So
that's true.
They're sitting in there. It's going to get interesting.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun one.
Super interesting.
Yep.
Yeah. But overall B. There you go.
All right. Thanks, guys. And we're going to be doing that the rest of the season as each one of our teams get on to bye weeks. Nori, okay, so we'll do it for the Giants. Rob will do it for the Bucks, and I'll do it for the Titans. Yes, you will.
Does Nori go twice? Because he's got the Bills and the Giants.
I'm
not sure how that works.
He got the Bills right now, so go ahead and do your grade.
I was just curious. I didn't know how that worked. I wasn't sure.
That's right. All-time Bills fan. Long-time Bills fan.
All-time guys.
Day one, bro. Day one.
I've been a very, very loyal, lifelong fan since October 19th, 2021. So
exactly, bro.
It's been about the history of the Bills.
Lost to the Titans on Monday night. Got it. So yeah. All right. Let's get into our Week 7 picks. No London game this week, but for those of y'all on fantasy, there's a lot of movement on your fantasy league, especially if you have any of the Bills, as I'm sure most people do, on and the Cowboys on your fantasy teams. Because guilty right here, I have for a bunch of slots. I'm trying to.
It's like 7 of your slots.
Yeah. So everyone's already asking me, what are you going to do when they're all on bye? I'm just like, I'm just going to take the L. There's not a whole lot I can do. So.
I told you, Nori.
Yeah.
Nori's going to get that win, bro. Good shit.
Although, I will say this. Having Buffalo's defense on a bye this week, Arizona's defense is out there, and they're playing the Jets this week, I believe.
No, right? They're playing the Texans, man.
They're playing the Texans. I'm sorry. That's right.
You're going to get a lot of points off that shit.
Yeah, So I picked him up in our league, Nori. So
that was a good pick. That was a good pick.
That's like the perfect time to have my defense on a bye.
I got him off waivers.
Yep. So.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to reach for him too.
Yep.
Definitely, if I see Henry going to fucking JC. That shit's getting rejected. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's legitimate. I'll still fucking reject it. Do that shit next week.
Even if I trade him straight up for Alvin Kamara? Chicken wing?
No.
Come on, bro. All right.
No, that's not a straight trade.
That's not a fair trade.
That's not on the DeAndre Hopkins level fair trade? Come on.
Nah. Nah. You gotta give me less than that, bro.
You know, there's an interesting question. We've talked about lopsided trades, right? There's the DeAndre Hopkins trade, the Mookie Betts trade, baseball. There's the Herschel Walker trade, and then, of course, there's the Wayne Gretzky trade. Which one was the most lopsided in sports history?
Herschel Walker.
Herschel Walker.
They built an entire. Fucking offensive line off that.
Yep,
that's crazy.
Yeah,
like nobody could fuck that up. Like really, we have all these picks. Like, holy shit, dude.
It's between Herschel and Gretzky because I don't know what the hell Edmonton was doing getting rid of Gretzky.
The Gretzky trade led to 3 championships.
Yeah, like 2 Stanley Cups in LA. Like you traded the greatest player in the history of the game for what? You know. So.
Didn't Balls get 3 championships?
Balls got 3 too, and actually,
right.
Yeah,
and I mean, they got 2 from Jimmy and 1 from Horowitz, right?
No. 3 from
It
Jimmy.
doesn't matter. He was just a coach because that's what his title was.
He had the title of coach. That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
not the guy that won those championships at OU. Yeah, bring that guy in. Yeah.
Not that Jimmy's not a good coach. He does get my respect because he seemed like a good coach at the time, right? But that team was so fucking goddamn self-sufficient. Like, I'm pretty confident Chickenwing could have coached that team too. And they were so fucking good. Like, holy shit, that Dallas team was loaded. So, I don't know, Herschel Walker, like, for what they got for that and what they got after, that had to set them back 20 years.
And the way they managed all the loopholes of the trade too, like all the conditional picks and this and that too. So, yeah. Well,
Barry was that kid that got the A on the science project and did no work. That's what he did. Okay.
Of all those trades that we mentioned, so far the only one that hasn't resulted in a championship is DeAndre Hopkins. But there's a good chance it could happen this year, right?
Well, they're doing well now. So
yeah.
That could change.
All right.
I think one of my classic favorite trades was when Dallas gave up 2 first-round picks for Roy Williams. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
I don't have a comment on that, sir.
DJ's like, I want to buy. I ain't signing shit. No.
He's like, you know what?
I don't have a response to that, sir.
I can't.
I really don't.
All right.
Is that worse than getting Quincy Carter?
Dude, we don't mention that fucker.
We're going there again. Okay. We were talking about
we don't mention that fucker.
All right.
I thought we were past that.
All right. Thursday night game. This one is. Are we ready to go? Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm sorry.
Our pick order this week, based on how we did last week, is JC going first, Chickenwing second, Nori third, DJ fourth, and Rob going fifth. So, pretty similar to last week. Yeah, right.
Just say last. You know you want to say last.
I'm being nice, Rob.
Last.
Especially because your Dodgers are looking too good right now. I'm just going to throw that out there. Sorry.
Bro.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I'm being nice because I'm not trying to pile on because it's not looking good for your Dodgers right now. Anyway. All right.
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
Poor Rob. The team is losing. Oh, poor Rob.
Yeah, I don't want to ring it.
Are you going to be okay, Rob?
Look, Rob, I'll drink one for you right here.
Yeah, I'm going to go cry with my 3 championship hats.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
There it is.
You know what?
You little bitch.
Yeah. There it is.
All right, I'm popping a drink for Rob, and I'm popping a drink for every Bronco and Browns fan out there. They are playing on Thursday night, and especially the Browns right now, who have Baker Mayfield out with a torn labrum.
Baker out, and
at least this week. I don't know how.
And who's the running back that's out? Is it Kareem that's out?
Kareem's out. Nick Chubb is out.
Yeah, Chubb is out.
Jesus.
Chubb is out. Hunt is out. Bakerfield is dead. So, like, who the fuck's playing on the team?
I don't know, but here's the problem.
OBJ needs to.
They get the right opponent for this team right now. They're at home on Thursday against Denver. And the way Denver has played right now,
I'm gonna wait till this pick. I'm gonna wait till my turn.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wait.
I could change this right now, but as it stands right now, I'm going with Cleveland. I don't care. I just like Denver right now. They've been pretenders at this point, and after going 3-0, they've lost consecutive games since then. They're what 3-3 now.
3-3.
I can't pick them to turn it around against Cleveland. As injuries decimated as Cleveland is right now, I think they're still a better team than Denver right now. So I'm going to go with Cleveland to win this one. Chickenwing, what about you?
I am going to go with Denver because of the fact Cleveland is just bodied right now. They don't have the talent to keep up right now. They'll make it a competitive game for sure, but Denver, considering that they're not injured, they will take this and take advantage of the fact that Cleveland is bodied right now. So I'm taking Denver to win.
All right, Nori, your turn. What you got?
Is it DJ's turn?
No, it's you.
He finished ahead of me, didn't he?
Nah.
On the tiebreaker, you actually finished ahead of him. So, what's you next?
DJ, you suck. Let's see. let me be goddamn angry, all right? Fuck.
Dude, why are you angry? You're a Bills fan. They've got a good record and everything. Dude, you should be fine.
They won, bro.
Yes. So I'm gonna have my absolutely original idea that I'm gonna pick the Broncos because their injuries for the Browns are fucking crazy. Where you have a literally identity of a tough running team with no running backs. Nobody here, without googling, can name the actual starting running back right now, and you have a broken Lego of a fucking quarterback. So I don't think the Broncos are gonna lose 3 in a row. They were close with the Steelers. They actually started playing in the fourth quarter against the Raiders, so the game looked closer than it was, but they actually woke the fuck up. And I don't know if you guys saw Von Miller. He don't talk a lot of shit, but that team is hungry and pissed off. And he literally just said yesterday, whoever the starting lineman is for the Browns, I'm gonna kill him. Okay. So I'm gonna go with that team.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun fact: they have 9 starters on IR. Cleveland.
Jesus.
And they're not even using Odell. So like you have one of the league's, I still believe is one of the best receivers in the league, and you have a quarterback who just won't throw to him, and I don't understand. You're not using Austin Hooper. That's a loaded team that's not being coached right. I really don't think so. So
you don't have Jarvis Landry, Yeah,
right.
No,
exactly.
That team is done.
Exactly.
Well, whoever's quarterbacking this week, maybe they'll throw the ball to Odell Beckham Jr. now, right?
Their pass rush is fantastic, but you know what? I think the Broncos got that Von Miller. So yeah,
Case Keenum. That's right. Case Keenum is starting. So
Sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the horses. So
right.
Yeah.
DJ, what do you got?
Let me throw a name at you guys because I actually looked at it a day ago. Ernest Johnson. Anybody know who that is?
He's their starting running back this week.
Oh yeah, he's a starting running back, starting for the very first time ever.
Okay.
Ever.
And that's for the Cleveland Browns. I'm going to go with the Broncos because he's starting.
Yeah,
first of all, second, it already was mentioned, but I was going to hit that. Case Keenum is the starting quarterback for the Browns. So as far as him getting the ball to Odell Beckham Jr., I doubt it. Not because he doesn't want to throw to him, because he's not going to have time. I'm going to piggyback up on what Nori said because I read what Von Miller said. He said that he's going to kill whoever the starting offensive lineman is, but he also said he killed the guy on the other side. Now he's just out there killing people.
That dude don't talk shit. Von Miller don't talk shit.
Doesn't. He's a quiet guy, but now
that team is mad. They're passionate.
Yeah, they're pissed off.
They're ready.
And
I mean, would you be mad too if you lost to the Raiders at home? I mean, shit.
Well, they just beat racism and sexism, so they had something to celebrate. So I kind of get why they won.
Yeah.
I get it, but like now they're coming back down to earth. They have an absolutely decimated Browns with I mean, I just don't see it. But go ahead, DJ. It's your turn, buddy.
I mean, the Browns, they've got too many injuries, and we were talking about injuries on the Browns. 2 of their starting offensive linemen are hurt. So now you've got Von Miller pissed off. He doesn't talk shit at all, and now he's talking. So obviously, the Broncos got a better chance to win. And Mike, just to kind of correct you a little bit, I know you said the Broncos weren't injured. Teddy Bridgewater does have a hurt foot. I just don't think it's going to be. It's not going to be a huge deal.
I was just saying, really?
Is he even playing though? I don't know if he's playing.
He's playing. Yeah, he'll play.
His foot's gonna hurt even more when he sticks it up their ass next week.
Here you go.
Hurt him more.
So Denver for the win on this.
All right, Rob. What about you?
Oh, I've got Denver on this one. Yeah,
Every time Rob has picked the Browns, I looked at the thing. He's lost.
I know. Horrible. Cannot
Playing the stats at
believe.
this point, so.
Yeah,
The
so that's
curse
no
is moved
lie.
to
If
Browns.
that's your new curse, the Saints and the Browns now. What's
No,
going on?
I have 2 this year. It is both of them. Like
Yeah.
I can't get the picks right this year. It's
I don't blame him for when he picks the Browns because it makes sense when he picks them. You know, like they're a team that's like they're right there, but then no, they're not right there. But then they're right there. It's like, I get it, man. I get
they're
it.
right there, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's get injured because
Yeah.
you know
Oh yeah, we're Cleveland.
who needs running backs? Like,
Nah, you don't need those.
81% on Yahoo are picking Cleveland right now, but granted, most of those picks are probably before the Baker Mayfield news came out.
1% don't get the news, but all right,
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, early Sunday morning picks. Washington at Green Bay. Green Bay favored by 8. Is anybody going to go with Washington here?
No.
No.
yeah.
The line should be bigger, but no.
Yeah. It should be 101% Packers.
I mean, seriously.
But Rob is going to root against them because he wants Minnesota to win the division. But he ain't gonna pick. He ain't picking them though.
I'm rooting against them, of course.
Yeah.
But he's
Right,
not
you
picking
know.
against him. No way.
He's
man.
not
Against
picking
Washington.
against him.
Well, dude, Aaron Rodgers owns a lot of stock in Chicago, and my guess is he's going to own some stock and when it's all said and done against Washington. So it's not even fair, really.
Yeah.
You know, keep in mind when I said that the Packers were not going to win the division, it was also when we were having all the Aaron Rodgers trouble issues
Drama.
things.
That's true.
Yeah, then after week
So-
1, it looked like he could be right, but you know.
While we're recollecting history, get a little history path here. I recall Michael Edwards continuously being obnoxious about Tyler Henneke. I wonder if he's going to actually stick with that and pick them.
No. Not this week.
Are you sure? You sure?
Oh, absolutely.
Because you said he's the truth.
They were going to
You
win the
said he's the
division.
truth.
He
You
is
said
the
he's
truth.
the truth.
The truth.
He was the truth.
The
last
truth.
year, maybe, but I don't
The
know.
truth of doo-doo. That's what he's the truth of.
Truth.
Truth.
That's the truth.
Oh, my goodness.
He said
Second
truth.
coming, bro. They just
All
ain't
right.
winning
Well,
this game.
that's Jimmy Garoppolo's the second coming, Mike. You know that.
No, sir.
The second cunning of Case Keenum. See how that turned out.
Hey, Case is playing today though,
Yeah,
or this
he-
week.
tomorrow. This
Playing
week.
tomorrow.
Might be the second coming.
Well,
Yeah,
let's
future fucking
see
champion.
how that goes.
All right,
Future fucking champion. Let's get to the juice here. Let's get to the juice. Let's go.
get to it. Kansas City at Tennessee. I'm picking first anyway. You guys already know where I'm going.
We know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
We know where
Because
this
KC
goes.
is weak
Yeah.
against the run. Their defense has been shown up, and Tennessee's built to beat them. They've done it before; they'll do it again. So I'm going with Tennessee here. Chickenwing, where are you going?
Hey, guys. Is anybody picking Tennessee other than JC?
I am.
Yes.
This is a close game, dude. Don't sit there and think it's going to be a lopsided pick like y'all said. The
Yeah,
Bills
yeah,
were going
yeah.
to run
Hey.
over the Titans last week.
Yeah, Mike,
How did
don't
that
ruin
turn
this
out?
shit. This is not a scrub battle. Like this is actually going to be a battle of the Titans. Literally. Oh snap! I'm fucking good.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
I'm not even-
Jesus! He just
not
did
even-
that. He
My
just
dad
did
jokes are
that.
godlike.
Yeah.
He just did that.
He's
So, I guess I'm the lone wolf picking the Chiefs. All right, well I'll just go fuck myself then. Thanks, guys.
That's
All
right.
That's a good idea. Why don't you go ahead and do that?
You do
well,
that.
Well, I'm interested to see how Nori picks this because he said he's not picking against the human cheat code, but then the way Casey's played, and then the way Titans got a big win. Where are you going?
Unlike
with this, Nori?
unlike Michael Edwards trying to derail the whole fucking segment, I will wait till my turn. Go ahead, Mike.
It is your turn. So
I did.
just pick it.
It's your turn, dummy.
Yeah.
I mean, pay attention.
Damn it, Mike! This is your fault somehow. Shut up. Fucking hell. I'm picking the Titans because I really feel like, in all seriousness, the Arthur, the fucking jerk off from the Raiders, who's the defensive coordinator for the Titans. I think he finally knows how to use his toys.
Yeah.
Like the offense is looking a lot more alive, and something the announcers noticed too that I started paying attention to. I didn't see it before. The guy kept using AJ Brown all over the field, and like he's a great receiver, but he's primarily like a fucking transformer. Like he wants to be right in the middle of the action, like Antonio
Yeah.
Gates used to be, like Shannon Sharp used to be. Like he plays like a fucking goddamn tight end. It's crazy. So now that he's actually doing that shit, and that's opening up the sides for Julio Jones to make catches no human being should be able to make.
Dude, that
Yeah,
shit
like-
catch was a fucking insane. I can't
That
believe
Bills
it.
defense is not a joke, and I don't know if the offensive linemen are on steroids or what the fuck's happening over there, but they're opening so many holes for Henry. He's clocking 21 miles an hour. That's not rational.
It's not fair.
I can't explain what's going on with the Titans right now, but I'm going to keep riding the hot hand, and I hate picking against the Chiefs, but this would be a big win for them, but like I don't see the Chiefs stopping Henry if the Bills couldn't. I really don't see it.
You mentioned the offensive line. Taylor Lewan going down, getting carted off was scary. I thought it was something worse, but they said it was a concussion. I don't know if he's going to be active this week. Unfortunately, the two other injuries the Titans had are torn ACLs, and they're done for the season. So I expect the Titans to make a trade for someone in the secondary. Cameron Dantzler has been the name that's thrown around for the Vikings. He's kind of sitting deep on the depth chart, and he's a good cover corner. So I could see the Titans trading for them. But as far as the offensive line goes, they just threw someone in there to back up Lewan, and then he just kept on running. It was insane. So, DJ, where are you picking on this?
Tennessee is going to be my pick, and the Chiefs don't have the defense to stop Derrick Henry, and because they won't be able to stop Derrick Henry, Patrick Mahomes won't get the ball, which is the way that you beat the Chiefs. You make sure Patrick Mahomes doesn't get the ball in his hands, they're not going to win the game. The Chiefs' defense, rushing defense specifically, they're ranked 27th. So Derrick Henry just ran for 143 yards, and the Chiefs give up 133. So he's going to run it out of his mind, which will then allow Ryan Tannehill to get some play-action passes going, hit Julio Jones, hit A.J. Brown. And since they'll keep the ball away from Patrick Mahomes, they won't win. I mean, if they can't keep it from Patrick Mahomes, you don't want to go shot for shot with Kansas City's defense, but they won't have to. Tennessee.
All right, Rob?
I'm taking Tennessee with this one. Like, I don't trust the Chiefs' defense to stop Derrick Henry in this form. So, yeah. All about Tennessee this week.
Chickenwing? You're the lone guy picking KC. And you thought
This guy. Hey, is anybody picking the Titans to win this game?
He thought he was doing something. He really thought he was doing something with that shit, too.
Let him go with it. Let him go.
That's fine.
All
right. Well, here's one that's...
I win, bitches. I'll remind you, too.
Here's one that's interesting. It's actually a near 50-50 split on Yahoo's picks. Atlanta at Miami. 51% on Yahoo are picking Atlanta. It's that close. And Miami is actually favored at home by 2.5. Atlanta is coming off a bye here. But I'm going with Atlanta for nothing else. Miami lost to Jacksonville. That should be all I need to say at this point. So.
Fucking yes.
Congrats to the London Jags for getting a win. Congrats to my buddy
Jacksonville
Phil.
Jags have still not won.
They still have not won in the U.S. Since week 1 of last year. That's true. So I'm going with Atlanta. Chickenwing, where are you going with this?
Definitely going for Matty Ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right.
Fuck Miami.
All right.
Happy pasta.
Nori?
All right.
I'm torn on this. It's like, which garbage pail is going to be fucking smellier? Like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Yeah.
I did what Rob did. I took a fucking coin, I flipped it, and it landed on Atlanta.
Nice.
I can't actually have a real football conversation about these two teams. Like, they both make me sick. I'm just going to pick Atlanta.
All right. DJ?
Atlanta, for the exact same reason you said. They lost to fucking Jacksonville.
All right.
For sake, man. Like, what are you doing?
Jags are OP. I don't know why you guys keep sleeping on them.
Well, you know what, Nori? They should just move to London, then they'll win more games. That's clearly what that means.
Wrong. He's not wrong.
Not wrong.
They're there every year, as it is. Rob, what about you?
Oh yeah, I'm picking for the Falcons against the team that lost to the London Jaguars.
Is that what we're calling them now? We're not the
Yes,
Miami Dolphins.
Well, they are. They haven't.
The London Jaguars.
They
I
lost
want the name back. Win a goddamn game in Jacksonville.
It was already said. They haven't won a game in the U.S.
Right now,
Yeah.
London owns that fucking team. London owns the team right now. So.
Well, congrats to the Jags and the Jaguars fans. You are not the worst team in Florida. So, congratulations on that. All right. Big AFC East matchup. The Jets going to New England.
You can't even
That was a straight face.
saying that.
That was a straight face.
I tried.
He tried, man. Like, give him credit for trying.
Oh my God! If we were live and people look at your face right now, bro. Jesus.
New England favored at home by 7. This is pretty much a no-brainer. New England is my pick. Granted, they've lost 2 great games that I've seen them play. The first was Tampa Bay. The second was Dallas. They're a better team than I think their record says, and they're just slowly turning a corner there. They're getting the Jets at the right time, even if it is a division opponent. So I'm going with New England.
Chickenwing, let me show you how this is done. Is anybody picking the Jets?
Yes, there you go.
Damn.
That's how it's done. This is called lopsided. This is terrible.
There's a lot of those this week, by the way. There's some crazy big point spreads. So
they are.
But yeah, good question. Is anybody going to go with the Jets in this matchup?
To get embarrassed, hell yeah, I'll go with them.
That was funny.
To get slaughtered? Yeah.
Right.
Patriots even need an offense against the Jets. Like, I will laugh my ass off if the Jets win this game, but I ain't picking them. No.
All right.
No.
You could.
Carolina at the Giants. Nori, you picking this one first. It is your team.
I'm not a Giants fan but if I was, and I was tired of years and years and years and years and years of heartbreak and embarrassment, I would tell everybody to look at the fucking injury report because everybody there is near dead. Even COVID couldn't kill off this team. Like it's fucking crazy. So everybody, even with McCaffrey out, doesn't matter. The Giants are way too injured, way too injured to actually compete as a fucking football team. Name any good player you respect on the Giants, and they're out, including our star left tackle now who's out. Tony, the breakout kid, is now probably out as well. Galladay, if you sneeze on him, he's fucking hurt. So, in all seriousness, I love you guys. I will tell you, do not pick the New York Giants this year at all. I'm going with the Panthers.
All right. Is anybody picking the Giants this week?
11% of the Yahoo people are apparently, but
nobody on this podcast is though.
I'm not picking the Giants.
No,
sorry, Nori.
If they were healthy, different conversation. But this team is absolutely fucking isolated.
When
they were healthy, then I would. Yeah.
When you saw this game on the schedule before the season, did you really see your Giants losing to a Sam Darnold-led team this year?
How could I have seen any of what's been happening? Like it's wild. This is literally like my worst nightmare. Mm-hmm. Literally my worst. It's crazy. But you know what? Bills aren't disappointing me. So.
Oh gosh.
And listen, everybody's entitled to snap. As a fan, if I support a team and you're gonna not even put a respectable product, you're gonna put a joke. No, I don't live in Detroit. I don't have to put up with that kind of shit. So I have other options. No.
All right. And the final of the Sunday early games: Cincinnati at Baltimore. This is interesting. Now Baltimore is favored by 6.5, which I personally think if I was in Vegas, I'm taking Cincinnati with the points. I think it's going to be closer than that. That said, we're picking it straight up. I am still picking Baltimore. This is one of those teams right now where it's almost on the Arizona level. You pick them until they lose at this point, right? So I'm going with Baltimore. Chickenwing, where are you going with this one?
I'm definitely going Baltimore. They're just too hot not to pick right now. They're finding ways to win against good teams. And that's the major difference maker with some of these other fraudulent records, the Broncos. So, yes, I'm definitely picking Baltimore right now.
All right. Nori?
I would really like to pick the Bengals, but it's kind of like, it's like your teenager is trying to box with the old man, and, he's going to get some good shots in, but you're not ready to take daddy. So I think the Ravens got this. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but what they just did to the Chargers, and they're more talented than the Bengals. I hope it's a good game. But the Ravens are hot right now. They're finding stupid ways to win. So I'm going to go with them.
All right, DJ?
Baltimore, and I think we can go ahead and elevate Lamar Jackson cheat code status. So he and Patrick Mahomes will be the two cheat codes in the league because you try to stop him from running, and he throws it. Then if you try to go ahead and switch things up to stop him from throwing it, he'll run it. Mm-hmm. And he just goes out there and makes plays. It doesn't matter what's needed. He just goes out there and makes a play. Whatever the play is, he does it. And you can't stop him. Baltimore is one of the hottest teams right now. And, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, great chemistry. It's not going to be enough. Baltimore.
All right. And Rob?
Yeah, I'm not going to bet against cheat code. As much as I love Jamar Chase and he's pushing for Rookie of the Year status.
He's got that on lock, bro. He's got that on lock.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just can't bet against Baltimore right now.
To be fair, I want to do a small disagreement. Lamar Jackson is fantastic in the season. I need him to show up and do this shit in the playoffs.
Fair.
Twice. He's been like, man, this guy's an MVP. He was an actual MVP, right? Mm-hmm. And unlike Mahomes shows up when it matters. And I really hope Lamar Jackson could do that because I don't want to see this guy be a Peyton Manning for years. So,
anyways, Peyton won one.
No, I was gonna say it took him years though, right?
Yeah,
like
it took him
for years.
Won one.
It's like,
yeah,
like,
To Denver and won a second.
this
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
this guy hasn't even won a playoff game yet.
He won one. He beat
He
Tennessee
won
last year.
one. He beat
Yeah.
Tennessee.
He beat Tennessee.
He beat Tennessee
Oh,
in the
the
wild
Tit-
card round last year, but then he
Oh,
lost.
Titans
to
beat them the year before. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Surprised the shit out of everybody.
Not me, but you know.
Not JC.
JC.
JC is always surprised when they don't go 17-0. That's a surprise.
Well, yeah. I mean, what, aren't you? No, just kidding.
Yeah.
All right. Sunday late afternoon games. We're going to start with Philadelphia at Las Vegas. Vegas actually only favored by 3, which is what Vegas gives the home team, right? So, that said, Vegas, they seem like a new team under this coach. There's someone to play for. And lo and behold, they're back at home. I think the crowd's going to be on their side. Might be a good bit of Philly fans because the game is in Vegas, but I'm going to go with Vegas at home here to win this. Chickenwing, what about you?
Definitely going for Vegas. You know, like what you said, this with this new coach. You know, copy pasta. No, just playing. No, I just with the rosters locked in right now. Injury reports. You just cannot see Philly doing any more damage the rest of the season. You know, they had their couple wins, they had a couple close games, but you know, going forward, you know, Vegas clicked. You know, especially after Gruden left, and so with them clicking and being very, very I can't think of the word right now.
Stupid.
No, comfortable.
Trash.
You know, no, like you get into a rhythm. You know, you get into a rhythm, you get very comfortable, and then you start pounding the ball. You know, they're gonna do that to Philly's weak running game right now. Oh, sorry, weak rushing defense. So I think honestly, Vegas, it's gonna be very very close early on, and then Vegas will eventually start to run away with it towards the end of the game.
In the first quarter, it'll be super close. 0-0 probably.
0-0 when it kick off, bro. It's close.
First 5 minutes after the first possession, and then afterwards, it's going to run away.
Nori, what about you?
Wings Tony Romo analysis is unmatched.
Great.
I actually think this game will be closer than people are saying. I think the Raiders did finally beat racism, which is great. The Eagles haven't yet. Yeah. But the Eagles have a really weird stat, and I see why a lot of Eagles fans are calling for the coach's head to stop calling plays. He's calling like 74-75% passing plays, and they have Miles Sanders. I don't get what they're doing. I think the talent there is greatly being misused. They really showed up against Tampa Bay. Like that was actually a much better game than I thought. I think Hurts is starting to put shit together. I don't see them beating the Raiders, but I do think it'll be a closer game than people think.
I mean, when you're playing from behind, why would you run the ball?
The Raiders, keep in mind, are not the model of consistency here. They still have a new coach who had an emotional win last week, and can they keep that going? Like, they haven't shown that.
This will be the test, right? So
yeah,
there's gonna be
I think the Raiders will edge them out. I think the Raiders will edge them out just because they're the more talented team. That's it.
Right. DJ, where are you going?
I'm going Vegas, and Mike, I want to address what you said about throwing the ball basically because you're behind at the end of the day. But
you're stupid.
Well, it's almost like you're getting behind, then you have to throw it. So stop getting behind by so many. Is kind of what I'm looking at, and I hear you, Nori, too. I mean, they've got Miles Sanders. He's sitting back there like, please give the ball to me, and they're just like, nah.
See, it's crazy.
Throwing the ball. So I'm going Vegas on this one for sure. I really don't understand why the line is 3 against Philly, and when the Raiders just finished beating Denver, they went to Denver, won the game, great win, and they're putting up. I mean, they put up 34 points.
That's the weird dynamic of having Vegas odds when you actually have a team in Las Vegas, right?
True.
How much of that money comes in and affects the spread? You know, it's weird.
That's true.
It's very weird. Like you can literally be making bets right up until kickoff as it is, because it's not far from a casino, and I don't even know if they do sports betting in the stadium as it is. It's very possible. Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
Possibly.
Rob, you picking Vegas as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick Vegas. I'm gonna do the copy pasta stuff because I didn't pick Vegas last week, even though I should have against Denver. So I'm gonna redeem myself this week and pick Vegas.
Okay, calm down, Mike. You bitch.
All right. All right, guys. I want to prepare y'all now for 3 of the easiest picks you guys will make all season because to this point, These are the 3 biggest point spreads we've seen all season at this point as well.
Jesus Christ, bro.
Detroit at the
Honestly.
Rams. The Rams are favored by 14.
That's not enough.
Anyone pick
They're
them?
gonna
Not enough. Wow.
They're going to cover the shit out of that. Yeah.
They're covering the
This
shit out
is
of that.
Jared Goff's
They-
triumphant return to Los Angeles.
And they're going to beat his ass doing it, too. Yes, sir.
You're
Yes.
gonna be like,
They're
this
gonna
is
get
what
fucking
happens.
embarrassed.
Raiders by 28, bro. Fuck this. That's too easy of a spread to cover. Fuck out of here.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I mean, not Raiders, Rams. Sorry.
Rams. Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
It's
Well,
insane.
I don't know if the
Nobody's-
Raiders play the Detroit Lions, but if they do, yeah, you probably had that right. Still
Oh,
28.
yeah, right.
You're right about that shit.
All right about that, too. You know?
It's kind of disappointing that Ryan Gosling could save Jazz, but he can't save the Lions. I don't understand. But
Dude, he's a fucking liability, bro. Like, did you not see him in Remember the Titans? Dude's a fucking liability, bro. Get out of here with that.
it's a shame. It's a shame. But
Yeah.
yeah,
He said that wrong.
yeah. This is all Rams, and if this is the Lions' first win, it'll be fucking biblical. So
I,
Not gonna happen.
If the Lions
Jared Goff
win,
would have to
I'm
have
gonna
the
look
game of
outside
his
for the
life to lead
rapture,
this
bro.
team.
That's
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
If Lions win, I'm looking outside for the
True,
rapture.
true.
NFL is
Jared
nothing
Goff
guarantee.
could have the game of his life, but they'll still find a Detroit Lions way to lose the game. Like he'll probably try to throw a pass and it'll bounce off of 5 different receivers and then it'll
Oh
get
my
picked off by
God.
the Rams. I mean, something
Oh my
stupid
God.
like
Yeah.
that.
We're all picking the Rams, right? But
Oh yeah.
what we love about the NFL, no bullshit, no matter what we love about the NFL, is you really never know who's going to win. Right? I mean, you
That's
have your
fair.
odds, you have
Yeah.
your favorites, but like, what we love is seeing upsets.
But this upset, Jesus.
This would only be
This
This
is
would be like
3
3
home
upsets.
teams. This is 3 home teams that are 1, 2, and 1%
Yeah.
are
On
choosing.
Yahoo. Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, and the funny part is that's not even the most lopsided point spread of the week because the next game,
Nope.
Houston
Oh, yeah.
at Arizona, Arizona by 18. The first time DeAndre Hopkins and J.J.
Easy-
Watt
easy
get to face
cover.
their old teams.
Easy
cover, right?
He's covered.
DeAndre
Easy
Hopkins
cover,
is
bro.
going to have 10 catches for 200 yards. They're just going to keep fucking feeding him.
J.J. Watt's probably going to break the
Catches.
single game sack
JJ
record.
Watt's
as well.
gonna break somebody.
He's going to have 2 catches for 300 yards.
Jesus Christ, bro.
I'm so glad I have Arizona's defense this week on fantasy. I'm so happy.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, you remember when J.J. Watt was in
So
Houston, he used to,
upset.
they had packages made for him where he would actually score touchdowns. They're going to do that again.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Arizona. They're going to do it.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, you have him, you might as well use him, right?
Absolutely.
I'm so upset you got him from waivers. 'cause, like,
That was
Yeah.
a sneaky fucking get, JC. That was good. Props for that.
Had
No.
to.
Wait, who did
I had
JC
already
get again?
queued it up. Yeah, he got the Arizona defense. Like I had.
Oh yeah.
That's
That's
very-
that's very smart because they've been sitting there. Because why would you pick the Cardinals defense, right? But against the Texans, that shit was smart. Gotta give you that.
It's when your defense is on bye, you look for the team that's playing against the
Yeah.
Texans or Detroit at this point. That's kind of how you do it.
Pretty much.
Now, real quickly, I do want to say J.J. Watt, one of the classiest guys in the NFL, and yes, for years I hated him because he was playing for the Texans, but the way he reacted after Baker Mayfield's injury last week, immediately going to check on him when the play was still going and calling for the Browns training staff. Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Pretty cool, and definitely Hall of Fame worthy just for that alone. Pretty awesome. So. And now the other lopsided point spread. Tampa Bay at home, favored by 13.5, hosting Chicago. Because it is Rob's team, we'll let him go ahead and make the first pick. Rob, who you got?
The not Chicago team. Yeah. Just
There
'cause-
you go.
yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I love my Bucks. Go Bucks, and yeah, they're playing Chicago, guys. Come on, like
Yeah.
really?
I mean, not even fair.
All right. And is anybody going with Chicago at all this week?
So I am to cover the spread, but not to win. No,
Yeah.
no.
There you go.
Just doing that.
No, I don't even think they
Basically.
cover the spread. No, they're not going to cover the spread. No.
On the road, that's a lot of points to cover the spread. I just
13.5. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's cake, bro. They got that,
Yeah. All right.
but they're
Nah.
they're still gonna get beat. But
If you're listening to this to know what to bet at in Vegas when it comes to point spreads, do exact opposite of what Chickenwing says. Just letting you guys know. So,
Facts.
all right. Okay. You guys ready to move to the Sunday night game?
Yeah. Let's go.
Interesting one. Indianapolis at San Francisco. Chicken Wing, your Niners coming off a bye. Who you got?
I got 2 more bottles of this peanut butter whiskey because this shit's great. And I'm gonna drink about 1.5 of those during this game.
All right.
I'm going to pick. Sound ghetto. The Niners to take this win, despite T.Y. Hilton making his return last week. 9 points on the bench. I appreciate you, sir.
Jonathan Taylor going off last week too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, it was the Texans.
I mean, you're right. It was the Texans. But the biggest thing I'm going to be worried about is our secondary. If we can't contain the pass, we're going to get blown up. So I think it's going to be a lot closer game than what people on Yahoo think. I don't think it's going to be that big of a gap between the two. It's going to be one of those nights I'm going to drink heavily because it's going to be a nail biter and we're going to come out of our ass with the win. That's how I see it.
All right.
Choice of words there, but okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's right.
Y'all better beat the Colts. I'm picking the Niners at home on a Sunday night, coming off a bye. Just getting this team off a recharge. You guys better win this. If y'all don't beat Indy, there's something wrong with your season. Yeah, at that point, then I'll believe you and say they definitely won't make the playoffs.
I said it at the beginning of the show. I have a fucking concern already.
I
But
know.
yes.
So I'll go with the Niners. Nori, where are you going?
I'm going to go with the 49ers. The Colts have not beaten a good team, and the 49ers are a good team. They're not a great team. They are a good team.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, the Colts don't have the signature win yet. I know Ty Hilton's back, and that's cool and all, but until they show they can actually beat a good team, no one's going to pick them to actually beat good teams. So the 49ers are still better coached. Trey Lance is still getting his feet under him. I think they'll beat the Colts.
All right, TJ.
For the time being, I'm going to go with the 49ers. I obviously reserve the right to change that. I don't trust the 49ers secondary. That's my biggest issue. I don't know if the Colts can truly take advantage of it. Yeah, T.Y. Hilton, we've all heard it. Yes, he's back. Hooray. I don't know if they'll be able to do more than what the 49ers can do to win this game. So at this point, I'm going to go 49ers.
All right, and Rob.
I hate all of you. I'm taking the Colts.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
your reason? Is there anything?
That's your reason.
Because his 3 teams won already, he doesn't care. So
Doesn't make a difference.
he's just throwing shit to the wall and hope it sticks. I would.
All right.
Pull some chicken wing week 1 shit. I got you. Okay, cool.
All right.
Yeah. Because I gotta pick something else that isn't being picked by everybody. Because I gotta start catching up. And I think
Rob.
this will be
Respectable.
this will be one of the better chances I have with Ty Hilton and Jonathan Taylor actually doing something the last couple games. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Well, the Monday night game, I might be pretty split here. We'll see. New Orleans at Seattle. Going back to Seattle with the 12s. Of course, we thought Cam Newton might sign with Seattle, but then Seattle's like, nah, we'll just pick this guy up off waivers. And like, who? You know? New Orleans coming off a bye. I'm playing the law of averages here as it pertains to the New Orleans Saints. So I'm picking Seattle to win. Because in the Saints' last game, they won. The pattern's been win-loss, win-loss. So I'm picking them to lose to Seattle. Russell Wilson or no Russell Wilson. Geno Smith or no Geno Smith. I'm going with Seattle. Chicken Wing, what about you?
Well, JC taking my fucking tech and using it, bitch. My legitimate reason why I'm picking Seattle is it's because it's Geno Smith versus Jameis Winston. And if I had to take a championship between one of those two, it's gonna be Geno. You know, poor guy really didn't have a true shot in the NFL like he should have. But the roster on offense when it comes to Seattle, weapons-wise, he's got them. Offensive line, I can't speak for that. Defense, well, let's just hope he keeps up and just outscores New Orleans. There you go.
All right. Nori.
I don't know what Chicken Wing's fucking talking about here because Geno Smith is an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to prove himself and be a savior and be a good player and this and that, whatever. And he's when someone's consistently bad, they're consistently bad. They're showing you a pattern. Winston actually knows how to win games. So if you told me at the beginning of the season, hey, is there anybody you trust less than Winston? Geno Smith's name would have came up. So I'm going to go with the Saints.
What it though?
Yeah. He's thrown for 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns and 30 hilarious interceptions. But you know what?
30.
You know what?
30
Those are 28 more than Geno's career.
All right.
Damn. That hurts, bro.
Man, that was
hurt.
vicious. That was
DJ, where are you
Hope
going
you eat
with
those
this?
W's Monday night, bro. That's
Hey, Bills
all
fan, I got nothing but happiness, guys.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
I got the Saints winning the game, actually. And
Right.
big reason is, it's Geno Smith. I mean, it's Geno Smith. He's not a good quarterback. He has had time and time, like Nori said, to prove himself, and he can't do it. That's number one. Number two, as much shit as we give Jameis Winston, he's got 12 touchdowns to only 3 picks this year.
He admits he's playing game manager. He admits it.
He's
Like, he's
playing
smart.
game manager, and he's managing the games like he should. I mean, they've lost games, but regardless of them going into Seattle, Geno Smith's not going to win. Seattle's defense is awful. Case Keenum could
DJ,
carve up Seattle's.
DJ, I'd like to jump in here for a minute. Do you
Yeah.
you recall Geno Smith's last pass? Do you remember what jersey it was to? I don't think it was his. I don't think it was the Seattle one.
It was.
Damn.
It was
Steelers
basically to a
jersey.
different team. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
You're right. That's what I can't
Yeah.
remember. But go ahead, sir.
Pretty
Go ahead.
sure.
Yeah.
So, Jameis Winston's managing the game, and he's doing a good job with it. You know, like I said, 12 TDs, 3 interceptions. Seattle's defense is terrible. They can't stop a nosebleed. And like I was saying, Case Keenum could carve up Seattle's defense right now.
Are we doing that
Consider
again?
that.
We're gonna draft
Yeah.
busts
Yeah,
that
doing
could
that.
carve up.
The defense.
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, Jameis Winston is not consistent. We always talk about that. But Geno Smith is consistently bad. Look at his
Exactly.
career.
Oh, the Saints.
Career?
All right.
And Rob, what about you?
Good, Rob. Do it. Saints. Do it.
30 for 30. Do it.
I hate you.
Do it.
30 for 30 or Geno Smith? I'm
30
picking
for
30
30.
for 30.
Exactly.
There you go.
Oh my
There you go.
I can't. No.
Cue the
Don't
Angels. Rob is picking the Saints sometime this season. Can you believe it? So, let's go.
He has
You
a couple
know-
times.
No,
He has
no,
a couple
no, no,
times.
no. You have to understand, the only reason I'm picking them is because there's no Russell Wilson. There's
Exactly.
no-
This wouldn't be a debate.
Hey, Rob,
Russell Wilson was here.
same
Would
thing.
you believe this?
No. This wouldn't be a debate, but like
Right.
this is literally two terrible careers for quarterbacks, and like I'm choosing the lesser of two evils now. Like,
What did them do for 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns? Like, seriously. Geno Smith's like, he can't even hold a starting job. Like, who can confidently start the season with a fan base and say, here's our starting quarterback with Geno Smith? Okay, nobody. At least Winston, it's like, all right, cool. Well, at least we have so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. We have a good coach, whatever. But, like,
with Winston, we know he's got that one person that he always throws it to. When he was with Tampa, it was Mike Evans. He was like, "Hey, Mike, go get this,"
Hey,
and
fuck
he
it.
got
Mike's
it.
got to be over there somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my
So yeah.
and
I mean,
even Winston starting 8-8 is better than anything Geno Smith has done. So I love your confidence I love the Seahawks as a franchise. I think they're a better franchise. I do not think they're an overall better team without Russell Wilson.
Exactly.
Deep down,
You
I
guys-
don't either.
you
But
guys
I'm,
do you.
I'm playing the law of averages here. That's really what it comes down to with the Saints.
Go for it.
It's Winston's so inconsistent kind of thing, you know. And for the sake of my picks, I hope Geno Smith listens to this podcast, hears all the shit talking, is like, all right, fuck you guys, and throws for like 2-3.
We heard all the Giants fans years ago, and this ain't shit.
I know.
Okay, when he broke Eli's streak, and him and McAdoo together could both go to keep each other entertained in hell.
Yeah.
No.
That was just so stupid. I agree with that. That's just
Wow,
the
that's
dumbest thing. So
Wow.
I mean, Geno could hear all the shit talking, but he's still going to go out and throw 2 picks. So it doesn't even fucking matter.
Like, what he was gonna have a career year of 1 touchdown and 3 picks instead of 4? Oh no!
Yeah.
No, bro.
Put him on the
He's
put him on the cover of
It doesn't
Madden.
even matter.
oh my gosh.
Five
Holy
picks,
shit.
bro. That's what he's gonna do.
Let me go get my $2 Geno Smith Jets jersey. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you need a
It's worth
jersey.
that much?
Yeah.
maybe. Probably some
Autographed, it's worth $3. All right.
There you go.
That is our week 7 predictions. I appreciate everybody who's staying on and listening and listen to all our shit talking and not so expert analysis. Also, quickly want to point out the NBA season has begun. Real quickly, everyone want to shout out who they think is going to win it all this year, if you have an idea, because I feel like this NBA season is completely wide open. So
Brooklyn, maybe.
what?
Yeah,
if
you're
Kyrie
funny.
Irving gets vaccinated, you mean, or
No, Brooklyn, even without Kyrie, still has really good offense.
They did, but then they got their ass whooped by the Bucks. I'm
By the
just saying.
Bucks.
That's true.
I'm just saying, bro. Listen, and somebody said it right. The Bucks are the better team. The Nets don't have that cohesiveness. They have a team. They have Kevin Durant, who's going to put up like 800 points. Sure, that's going to happen. Sure. You're right. And they have Harden, but they only won basketball. They still don't play defense.
Yeah,
they got better with Patty Mills. They did get better with Patty Mills. That's actually an underrated pickup. I like that
That's
shit
a
a
really
lot.
good pickup for them.
But the Bucks are a better team.
7 of 7 for 3.
The Bucks are a better team. And Rob, I'll let you finish your thought before I jump in.
I don't know. Go ahead. You've already jumped in. You already got.
Yeah, I mean,
You're halfway through your idea.
I'm gonna swim in the pool with you because I think the Lakers are finally gonna get Russell Westbrook a wing this year.
No, I think Westbrook's going to.
I don't know about that. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Listen, I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to tell you exactly why.
Nope.
LeBron's the quarterback. LeBron teams don't flame out. They just don't. If he could take a 2007 Cleveland team to the finals, everybody was injured.
Okay.
Everybody was injured. So
I mean, I know we're
talking health. We're talking health, right? We're talking health. Okay, so if everybody's healthy, AD's coming back healthy, right? They did lose their MVP in Alex Caruso. That's really going to really hurt them, you know.
Yep.
The GOAT.
The GOAT, man.
Oh my God.
But Russell Westbrook is not the number 1 or 2 option. He knows his role. He knows his reputation. He's going to put up a bunch of stats. He's going to be a pat statter. We know that.
Right. Fucking right.
I'm telling you,
bro.
there's so much less pressure of him being the number 1 or number 2 guy. He could just go in there and just be the third role. You're not going to have. There's only so many people to guard on that team. I'm sorry, and they actually look way more cohesive than I could ever imagine. Even Brooklyn trying to be. Brooklyn has a bunch of drinking buddies, not a team. I think the Lakers could actually. I'm not going to root for them, but I think they actually will win it this year.
Man, you nice, bro.
I think at least in the East, it's going to come down to Milwaukee and Philadelphia. I think the 76ers, now that they don't have Ben Simmons around, they're just a better team.
The disrespect. No, hold on.
Wow.
You're not accounting for all that Ben Simmons defense. You're crazy.
Well, shit, he's such a distraction right now.
He
It's
is.
almost like a relief
Which means
that he's
Philly
not there.
Which
He's
means
not
Philly
gonna
will
be
get
there.
nowhere near there. There's a lot of defense that's missing. If they were
agree.
cohesive, and now they won't win it all, but that's a lot of defense Ben Simmons is giving up, man. That was a 6'10" point guard who played very selfless basketball. So selfless that he wouldn't even take wide open shots. Like, if that's not the most selfless guy on the planet, I don't know what is.
And that might have been the problem, because if he's taking those wide open shots, they might be winning more games, you know?
I mean, selfless or scared of the free throw line. You know, one of the two.
That being said, though, if it's not
oh my God.
if it's not Philadelphia, it's going
The
to be
Hawks.
either the Knicks or the Hawks. That's the next great
I'm
East
a Knicks
Coast
fan.
rivalry.
I'm
So-
a Knicks fan, and I'll say the Hawks. I still think they would edge us out in the best of 7 right now.
Nah.
I just want y'all to shut Trae Young
everybody
the
and
fuck
take it all
up,
the
because he
way.
pissed me off
me
when he was
too.
in college. So that'd
Me
be
too.
great. Yeah.
He's annoying.
I say the Knicks is gonna take it all the way, surprise the shit out of everybody.
Yeah, I would love that.
And
shit.
win the
I've been waiting
championship.
for that since before I was born. I've been waiting for that.
Well, if James Dolan stays not involved, then yeah, they have a very good chance.
He hasn't
to win.
been.
That's really, yeah.
He hasn't been.
That's
Leon Rose has done all this, and this is what happened, John Mara. This is what happens when an owner stays out of
Yes.
what they don't know anything about. This is what happens.
Exactly. For my Spurs, I just would like to see them back into the playoffs. Maybe win a first round series, maybe a second round. That's all I want. Just show that you're
The Spurs
rebuilding.
Spurs trade somebody, man. Like, they don't have anybody to hitch their wagon to right now. Can they actually go for a midseason trade? That'd be really nice
That's
to see.
potential. I've heard a lot of rumors that this might be Popovich's last season too. So
Hey, why don't you get that Ben Simmons guy?
They tried.
No, hear me out.
They
Hear me
tried,
out.
but what? Philly wanted to win too
They
much.
tried.
Yeah.
Philly
Yeah.
You guys are right. They're wanting a ransom. Philly's stupid. When they actually can really be rational, I think Ben Simmons would. Oh my God, they would make that team like an insanely good team because he'd be the focal point like he wants, and he has nobody clogging the lane like Embiid was doing before.
And that's the thing. Philly
Fact.
probably is going to be wanting way too much for him, and it's not. It's going to get to the point where they have to get near the trade deadline, and they're going to have to, and they will take less than what they want. So
They'll be lucky to get 1 first-round pick instead of, like, what do they want, 4 now? Something ridiculous?
yeah, they want Deshaun Watson
They want
compensation basically for him. So
Insane.
but yeah, I if this is Popovich's last season, I would like for him to go out showing, hey, he can get a young team to the playoffs and maybe make a deep run. I don't know if it is. Partially hope not. I think he wants to make one more championship run before he calls it a career, but he's been at it for so long. And he won't announce if it's his last year. That's just his style. But I would like for him, if this is his last year, to make one more
Here's
playoff
the major
run.
problem with the Spurs. The major problem with the Spurs is they've always been told they were boring. They do everything, no drama, no nothing, boring, but they had talent.
Yeah.
The Spurs don't have a lot of they have a lot of mid-tier talent right now, but they don't have like a, oh shit, watch out for that guy. They just don't have that right now.
And it's like that's why the NBA's turned. Everyone wants to sign with the superstars. You know, no one's homegrown. Yep. No one sticks around. It's not the Jordan, the Bird, the Magic era, the Barkley era, that kind of thing. You know, so but that's the way the NBA is going. I don't know. It's kind of turned me off to the NBA a bit, especially after Ginobili, Parker, and Duncan retired. It's like
since Durant left the Warriors, the NBA has been absolutely fantastic to watch because you don't know who's going to win. Because nobody thought the Bucks were going to win last year. Yeah. Nobody thought the Suns would get to the finals. The NBA has been fantastic to watch.
I knew Milwaukee was always close, and I'm very glad they got over the hump.
Me too.
I'm honestly, at this point, I'm picking them to repeat overall. I think they didn't lose a lot of weapons. I think the Bucks can do it.
So. Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
the team I'm most afraid of is Phoenix this year.
Oh,
with
yes.
With Ayton not getting his extension, he's going to be playing to show everyone this is what I'm worth.
Because Ayton sadly thinks, even though he was drafted with Luka and Trey, he's as good as them. He's good, but he's not. What they should be doing is entertaining the trade I heard before. They're just going after Cat in Minnesota. That would put him over the hump. That would put him over. They'd lose the Ayton defense, but good luck guarding that team.
True.
All right. Chickenwing, DJ, you guys have any picks for the NBA season?
Yeah, I mean, I've got the Bucks repeating. Mm-hmm. That's what I see right now. You know, we'll obviously see how the season plays out, but I mean, they destroyed Brooklyn, and Giannis has been working on his jump shot. Now we'll see if that plans out for the entire season because we already know he can drive the ball. If he can drive the
terrifying.
ball, yeah,
which is terrifying.
If he can shoot jump shots and drive, who's going to stop him? You already can't stop him when he drives, but if he decides to start shooting and then start shooting from further outside, maybe hitting threes, now what do you do? Lose is what you do.
You lose.
Giannis was so good last year that people called him out that, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. All you do is a dunker, and all he did was dunk on people. And he's like, watch me do this to you. What are you going to do about it?
You can't stop me.
When he turned that switch on to the Phoenix, because Phoenix was out coaching him and out playing him at first. And Giannis, I think, was just trying to do too much. To like, hey, go do what you do. Go dominate the court on both ends. And he literally became the best player in the court. With Booker playing out of his mind. I mean, and Booker, I think, literally got his nose broken 3 times during that series, during that playoffs. He was a warrior. Love Booker. Got a lot more respect for him now, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would actually like to see the Bucks repeat. I just think it'll be the Lakers.
Giannis is a throwback, and I love seeing it. The throwback,
fantastic,
man, but
fantastic.
Jump shot's great.
And working on his shot, it's scary.
It reminds me a lot of David Robinson as far as how quick he is and his jump shot and everything. Chickenwing, your pick for the NBA season?
My pick is going to be Nori's first championship when he's alive. Going for the Knicks, bro.
I love you, but I don't know, man. There's a lot better teams than that. They're not even ranked top 10. The Knicks are not even top 10 on anyone's list, and I don't blame them. I think they'll be better. I could see them making the Eastern Conference Finals, but I think that's their ceiling right now.
Nah, bro. They're going to do it.
What if they pull the trade for Ben Simmons?
I wouldn't be mad about it because I think Thibodeau. You give Thibodeau a 6'10" defender who is selfless, and New York has a ton of shooters. I'm picking them to win the whole damn thing.
Yeah,
exactly. It's gonna happen, bro. Watch.
Billy ain't trading to the Knicks.
No, they're not gonna.
No. There's no. I'm saying the Knicks.
They're not having Ben Simmons do layups on them for 20 years. Like so, no.
Yeah,
I guess
because he ain't dunking it. So
I have confidence in your team.
Yeah, that's a DeAndre Hopkins level trade. They probably just won't pull off. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Always fun every week doing this. Next week, of course, we'll be recapping how we did on Week 7 and making Week 8 predictions. And again, congrats. We made it a year. It's fun to go back and watch that very first episode and see how much this show has changed. It's pretty crazy. So, but definitely enjoying this, DJ. Glad you came along. This has been a lot of fun. So, thank you everyone for joining us, downloading us. As always, you can follow us on Twitter at SportsMinorPod, and you can find us on Facebook. Just search Sports Minorities. And if you want to go back and watch our YouTube videos of last season, and this podcast is also going to show up on YouTube as well. Just search Sports Minorities on YouTube as well. I'm JC, your resident Titans fan. Joining me, of course, is...
Chickenwing,
there we go.
the most beautiful Niners fan ever
All
on
right.
Earth.
All right.
Can't stand you.
Fucking guy.
Now, I want everybody to know out there, you're all being taught wrong. You know how they say cheaters never prevail? Well, they're almost in the World Series. So,
Wow.
Go.
Damn.
Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Damn.
Bills Mafia.
That was Nori.
They won.
Next.
They won, bro. They won.
Hey, what's up, yo? It's Trinity. I've already got my 3 champions, so I'm done with sports.
Eat a dick.
Remind everybody, hold
All
on, no, because I don't think the audience
you.
actually knows. Remind
You did.
actually the story of the 2019, how magical it was, and how it doesn't matter what happens anymore.
Doesn't matter.
Remind
Like,
them.
I die in 2019 or 2022. Doesn't matter.
But who are your teams? Tell the audience.
Rob died in
That's right.
2019, and he was
I died
reborn.
in 2019
Yeah.
because the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Tampa Bay Bucks all won championships. So in my lifetime, I've seen all of my teams win championships.
In the same year.
Same year.
Actually,
Like
that was
that-
2020, wasn't it? When you think about it, technically.
I mean, technically it's 2020, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my team's won
Sons of the
4 in my
apocalypse.
lifetime, so y'all can eat a dick.
All right. Wow.
Your team gets there. They just can't actually. We're talking about people who get
No,
there
my
and
team
win.
has actually won 4 in my lifetime.
Hey, Mike, my team's won since Savannah's been born.
Hijo.
Okay. Wow.
Damn.
Okay. Wow. They're-
Oh
Oh my
okay, wow.
God! Oh my God! The whole, Savannah's entire life, the 49ers have been giving it away when it matters. Oh, that must hurt.
Oh,
Because in my kid's lifetime, they say, "Hey, Daddy, what's that?" That's a Blu-ray of the New York Giants Super Bowl.
That's
That's
a
that.
Blu-ray.
See that's new technology. See that? See how we did that?
That
Such a
being said,
Bills
my
fan.
daughter was the reason my Spurs won that last championship because, yeah, she was exactly a month old when they clinched the championship. And
Let's go Spurs.
the night
There
she
you
was
go.
born, they made it to the Western Conference Finals, and that was also my first Father's Day when the Spurs won that last championship. So I gotta say,
oh, that was
Here's
2014,
the
wasn't it?
saddest. Here's the saddest thing
Yeah,
about
that's
basketball.
right.
Here's the saddest thing about basketball. Is the Hornets are so exciting and fun to watch, and we should have an actual Hornets fan here, but we don't.
We don't.
That is the saddest thing.
Yeah.
so Chickenwing's not a Hornets fan anymore.
No, he said when
do
Charlotte
not.
gets the Hornets again, I'm going to be a Hornets fan, and we're
Yeah,
still
I
waiting
can
on that.
have Yeah, yeah, you definitely gonna wait on that for a while.
Like you could have been last year when they got. Oh my God.
They're so fun to watch this year, and they got better, You're crazy. You're crazy.
All
I
right,
don't know,
DJ.
Time. Seem to be
DJ,
bad
time
again.
for your sign off, buddy.
Jesus.
And I'm DJ,
Nah,
resident,
he's a
resident
Cowboys fan.
Cowboy
Fuck him.
fan.
Fuck him.
Shut the fuck up, Mike. You hear me talking, don't you? Shut your goddamn mouth. DJ, resident Cowboys fan, and I regret nothing. Nothing at all.
Enjoy that bye week. I'm gonna enjoy the fact that I get to watch the Titans on local TV because the Cowboys are not playing on Sunday, and they're gonna show the Chiefs and Titans game locally here in San Antonio. So I'm so happy. Thank you everyone for downloading and joining. We'll catch you next week on the Sports Minorities podcast. Y'all take care.
Thanks everyone once again for listening to the Sports Minorities podcast. We do appreciate it. If you want to keep the conversation going, we're on Twitter at Sports Minor Pod and also on Facebook at Sports Minorities. Our YouTube channel, Sports Minorities. Search on there. We live stream every now and then, just some random stuff. And you can also reach us via email, sports.minorities@gmail.com. We do appreciate you taking the time out of your day to listen to us, and we'll catch y'all next time.